I am now creating weekly exclusive content for Patreon, so if you are interested in that, go check out the link down below. And of course, if you want to avoid the random lottery of FIFA points, you want to go straight to the source, buy the players directly, use u7buy.com and use the code TVM at checkout. What is going on, guys? Tim here. Welcome back to another episode of the Norwich City career mode. I apologise, yesterday morning you were greeted with something completely different as we go in the game to face Wolves. There was an error when I rendered the video. And then by the time I realised I didn't have time to fix it, so I had to, not quickly think of something else to do. It was a video I was going to put out anyway, so I brought that forward, pushed this back. Anyway, it doesn't matter now because here we are. We have Wolves. Barco did really well there and gave it to Greenwood. I actually thought the chance had gone. I ran down the left with him, cut back, thought Greenwood had gone too far. He cut back as well, and luckily we managed to get the ball back into the path. From what I remember of this game, because I actually played this 2 days ago now, we were in a golden opportunity, or in with a golden opportunity of scoring 3 or 4 in this game. They had a couple of opportunities. There were, I think, a few things to talk about, like controversial points in this video, but as I say, because it's been 2 days, I've actually forgotten what's happened here. Simicon clears the ball out. I think what we're going to do is go through it as if I've never seen it before, because like I said, I can't really remember. I remember the results, I just don't remember what happened in the middle of that. Advantage given there, we played the ball across. Barco somehow misses an open goal, much to the delight of Patricio. But he does really well again there, gives the ball to Greenwood, tries to bust a gut to get back into the penalty area. It's dragged back for him, and again another one pulled wide. But Barco is definitely the danger man right now. Of course, we do have 2 new signings, Ferreira and Baron. Still don't know how to say that guy's name. But they, even though they are good and they come on and they do sort of, have some sort of impact, Ferreira in particular comes on and does really well. But Barco is that sort of that staple. He is the one I look for. Every time I'm playing the ball, I need to give it to him because he's the danger man. Cyprian comes forward here, gives the ball to Ferreira again. This guy has a bit of something about him. Gets in here and somehow manages to just lash the outside of the net. He really should have scored there. There's absolutely no excuse whatsoever, but it is what it is. Ball's played down at the left-hand side here to Neto, who plays a good ball into the box, and somehow Divock Origi has missed it, and luckily he did, because that would have obviously cost us 2 points. We pick up 3 yet again, and we go into our next game straight away, no messing. And this time another Premier League game, home to Leicester City. Of course, we beat them in, was it the Carabao or the FA Cup? We beat them in a cup of some description. We've got our traditional side against theirs with maybe one new signing. No one really stand out-ish. I didn't look at the defenders, but either way, we were in trouble first couple of minutes in this game. They absolutely rinsed us. I had very little control over what was going on. Barnes scored, then did the chicken dance all the way to the camera, and it hasn't even been 10 minutes yet. Mendy brings the ball forward, few step overs through me. Sangar wins it back again. And he is again, he's such a good player. I love that guy. Ball played forward here to Barco, who's offside. And then I think it's more or less from that, although you can deduce whether this is offside. It is just. It's an arm's length or so. But either way, 10 minutes later, and Leicester go forward again. It looks like my defender there was punched in the face, Godfrey, but the game was allowed to continue. They missed, fortunately. We went up the other end then. Duda played the ball into Barco. Lovely back heel into Buendia. Good bit of football from him. Gets inside and then lofts that ball into the top net. He actually sent me an email before the game and said, look, I've been in good form. Please, can you play me? Because, of course, he didn't play against Wolves. I think he came on as a sub, but he didn't actually start the game. So he came and asked me, could he play? So I thought, yeah, why not? Let's put him in. And he scored, and he's repaid my confidence in him. Unfortunately, 37 minutes on the clock. Mendy breaks forward, gives the ball into a Leicester striker who lashes one against the goalkeeper. They were relentless in their pressure, though. I could barely get the ball out of my own half. And then Jose Perez brings it forward, drags it round. Lovely back heel to Mendy, who's just pulling all the strings, and that is as easy as like Iheanacho with a goal to make it 2-1 just before the break. And again, he runs all the way to the camera. It's almost like they are taunting. Leicester are toxic. Here's Greenwood inside the penalty area. Great save from Kasper Schmeichel. He should have done better there, to be fair, Greenwood. He is 5-star weak foot, so there's absolutely no excuse why he shouldn't be putting that in the back of the net. Barco goes on a run, 65 minutes in, looking for someone to come along with him, and no one's really making that run, so he's had to go all the way back to the full-back. Here's Cyprian again, inside to Buendia, goes back to Sangar, plays a good ball into Baron, and then there is a great turn, and unfortunately, Buendia couldn't quite put the ball in the back of the net. We are probing a little bit here, with 10 minutes remaining. Good ball played into Barantea, and it's an easy save. Barantea? That's what I'm going to call him from now on, Barantea. That sounds better. I just think the X is silent. It has to be, right? Barco plays a good ball in here, into him. I stopped for the advantage. The referee said no, and then blew the final whistle. So, yeah. In FIFA 21, you can select whether you want to take the advantage or not. But as you can see, in the top right, the advantage is called. I've stopped. And the referee is like, well, carry on then. You've got your advantage. I'm facing the wrong way. I'm going back toward my own goal. And the referee was like, yeah, you've got your advantage. I don't know. Let's move into the next game, and our final game, it is an FA Cup clash against Chelsea. Now, I thought I'd play Barantea up front, and Barco, Cantwell and Buendia in there, Gilmore and Sangar in the middle. The defence is unchanged, as is the goalkeeper. I wanted to play a fairly strong side because I knew they would. The AI very rarely rest people, although they have got someone called Long as a centre-back, and then Lavenier as a right back, so maybe they are resting some people. Zahavi up front, surely he can't be their main striker. Either way though, Barco started well, lashes one against the defender, good turn from him. And to be fair, this was a very open-ended game. They were sending a lot of people forward, leaving a lot of gaps. How Zahavi has missed that, I will never know. Terrible defending from me, really. But like I said, there were just gaps everywhere. It was a bit of a boring game, but the opportunity was there. You know when you go forward and you just think, oh my god, look at the space, and then you can't quite get the ball where you want it to go. That is basically the story of the game. Barantea in here, drags one wide, literally just tried to put it into the bottom corner, but he's just pulled it far too wide, unfortunately. Here's Barco again. As you can see, the pressure is mainly all us. I did have a lot of the ball. Barantea goes in on goal again. Just one touch too many, unfortunately. Should maybe have looked to square it or round the keeper or something of that nature. But unfortunately, the chance there is gone. 77 minutes in. Kante brings the ball forward, does it really well there. Plays it into Zahavi, who misses yet another golden opportunity. And that is cleared by the defender. But they really should have scored there. The game goes into extra time. No FA Cup replay, of course. And Zahavi brings it forward. Or rather, yeah, no, there is no FA Cup replay. Zahavi dances, gives it into Jorginho, plays a good ball out to Ross Barkley, back in toward Jorginho, goes out wide into Zahavi, and that is a great team goal. Unfortunately, that was the end. That goal was very demoralising because I felt like we were good enough to win it, to be honest. We just hadn't really taken our chances. Good ball up the line here. Cyprian on the overlap. He does this off the bench. There's Ferreira, and what's happened there? Don't know. As you can see, Greenwood is through on goal. I aimed that way. I played the ball that way. The game decided, nah, we'll go back to where there's 4 defenders. I mean, Greenwood's through on goal, and that was the last attack of the game, and unfortunately we lost. So, right at the end of the Leicester game, the game didn't give me the advantage and let me have the free kick. Not that I would have scored it, but it would have been nice to have the opportunity. And then right at the end of the FA Cup game there against Chelsea, we had a chance to equalise with a slip through ball to Greenwood, but the game decided to send the ball the other way. Unfortunately, that's just the way it goes, and you can't win them all. We are in 9th in the league. We're 2 points off the magic 40, although I believe we're safe. We've got 10 games to go. I will power through as many games as I possibly can tonight, but for today, that is the end of the episode. Leave a comment down below, and in tomorrow's episode we might have a bit of a Q&A session, if you will. And if you have enjoyed today's video, of course, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for you, and until the next time, goodbye.
Football Index. The game changed. Download the app now.